2, 1, and action. What is up, Travels with Buddy Nation on the Travels with Buddy station? Today is Saturday, August 24th, and today I'm going to do some really good lower body exercises with the loop bands that I haven't done before. I'm going to do some lunges, I'm going to do some stiff leg deadlifts, and I'm going to do some side to side, like side kicks. I'm going to do for the hips, and I'm going to do some leg kickbacks. It almost feels almost like a leg press with the loop bands. I'm going to do those, and I'm also going to do some shrugs too with the loop bands. It's really good exercise for the shoulders. And so without further ado, I will demonstrate those exercises. And Bud, I'm going to show off Bud. I gave Bud a haircut yesterday. He's a little itchy. I took him for a walk yesterday as well. And he's going to need a tick dip in about a week. So you got about another week before you get your tick dip, buddy. But I want to, come here, Bud. I want to show everybody Bud's. I gave him another haircut. I just gave him a little trim. I trimmed him last week too. I trimmed a little bit more yesterday because it's warm out, and I just want to make sure you get he's got a nice little haircut going. Trimmed around his bangs, and that way he's nice and cool. Actually, I should probably move the camera over a little bit. He's nice and cool for the summer weather. And today it's absolutely beautiful out. We're definitely gonna go for a walk today. We'll go somewhere, huh, bud? We'll go for a walk. And I'll give him his brush later. I didn't brush him yet, so he's got I usually clean his eyes too. He gets a lot of eye boogers in his eyes, and then I brush him, get all the dander out of his hair. I usually do that once a day with him. I didn't brush him yet, but I'll brush him later on today before we go for a walk. But I know he's got a nice cool haircut, so he's good for the summer. And then by fall, it grows back like really quick the first like month. Then after that it slows down. And then by the fall, by October, it'll be nice, and his hair will be nice and thick again. That nice winter coat. So without further ado, I will demonstrate those exercises. And Bud, I'll put you in the other room, and you can continue taking your nap. Oh, and we're going to do some really good leg exercises today. So make sure you stay tuned and you watch all 5 of those exercises. Really good for strengthening the legs and the hips, right, Bud? All right, so without further ado, I will demonstrate those exercises. Bud, in the other room. And I'll start by taking 3 deep breaths, as I usually do. I might have to adjust that camera too, I'm not sure. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Relaxed already. I'm going to start off by doing a side kick, which is good for the side hips. Really good exercise. And it's an exercise that is actually kind of new to me. And I'll start with the lightest loop band. It's an exercise that I'm not really used to doing, but it's very effective. And it's good if you're practicing like martial arts and stuff, and you're practicing doing side kicks. I'm going to have to adjust that camera a little bit and raise it up a little bit higher. Basically, you can kick from side to side. It'll go for about 12 to 15 repetitions. Count along with me. All right, woo! I got 15 reps. And I gotta tell you, that exercise, it's harder than it looks. Really hits the side hips, side glutes, and it also works on your balance too, because you're stepping on one foot at a time, and adding these bands when you're doing that exercise really increases the tension. I really feel a burn in the side of my hips. Really good exercise. You gotta give it a try. Okay, next I'm going to do the single leg kickback. This exercise feels like a leg press, but without involving so much lower back. I'll go for about 15, 20 repetitions. I'll start my left leg and I'll do my right leg. All right, that was a good exercise. I probably could have used a heavier band, but I'm just practicing these myself. But that's really, the bands really increase the tension when you're doing that kickback. Next, I'll do the same exercise with my right leg. As you can see, you want to wrap the band around the foot. And try to get 20 reps with my right leg. Right. Whew. That's a really good exercise and really increases the tension with the power band. And like I said, I was actually a little stronger in that exercise than I thought. I probably can use a heavier band. So next time I do this exercise, I'll use a heavier band. But I tell you, it's a good workout. Got me breathing heavy. Like I said, it almost feels like a leg press. It feels like doing a leg press, but without. If you ever done a leg press at a gym, it's like doing a leg press, but without involving the lower back so much. Really good exercise. All right, next I'm going to do a lunge with the power band. This will increase the tension of your lunge. Usually when I do lunges, I just use my body weight. So I'm gonna try to get, I don't know, 5 or 10 repetitions. Depending on where you grab the power band, you can increase or decrease the tension. And I don't need much more tension than my body weight when I do lunges because my legs aren't actually my strongest point. But I'll try to get maybe 5 or 10 repetitions. Count along with me. Woo. All right, I got 13. I did better than I thought I would. That's a really good exercise for doing lunges. And if you want to increase the tension on the lunge, another way to do that is grab a couple of light dumbbells. That's really good exercise. Next, I'll do my left leg. Okay, next I'm going to do my left leg. And I'll try to get an additional 12 or 13 reps with my left leg. Come along with me. All right. Woo. I got 15 with that one. I just wanted to get an even number. Woo. I probably could have got 15 with my right leg. But I was like, I still got to do my left leg. So I was like, I'm going to conserve some of my energy. But I got to tell you, I did better than I thought. But yeah, doing the lunge with the power band, it really increases the intensity, while you're doing the lunge rather than just doing, using your body weight. Like I say, it's like grabbing a couple of dumbbells while you're doing the exercise. Really good exercise. You got to give it a try. Whew. All right, next I'm going to do a stiff leg deadlift. In other words, I'm going to keep my legs somewhat straight and back up a little bit during the exercise. You don't necessarily have to lock out your knees, but you want to keep your legs somewhat straight. And just going to bend at the waist as far as you comfortably can go down. And I'm not very my hamstrings are not very flexible. They never were. And I'm going to be 53 in a couple of months, and they've always been like that. Some people can do this exercise and bring their hands all the way down at their feet. And you can do this exercise with a couple of dumbbells in your hand as well. With me, my lower back and my hamstrings are always been really tight. So I just go stretch down as far as I comfortably can and come back up. Now if I bend my knees slightly, I can bring my body back much further and really hits those hamstrings and glutes. That's why it's okay to do this. It's called a stiff leg deadlift. It's okay to bend your knees slightly if you need to. If you're one of those people that are just genetically like me, that have very tight hamstrings. And you want to keep the repetitions as smooth as possible. And go for about anywhere from 10 to 15 reps. I don't even know how many I did, but I'll probably do about, 8 or 10 more. good exercise. Woo. It's a really good stretch for the hamstrings as well as the lower back. And the key to doing that exercise again is to do the exercise smoothly and control the entire motion of the exercise, and only bend your back as far as you comfortably can. Once you feel it a little bit too much tension, then just pause, and that's as far as you want to go. Then come back up. It's a really good exercise. You got to give it a try. All right, the last exercise of the day I'm going to do is a set of shoulder shrugs with the loop bands. And doing this exercise with the loop band for me feels much different than with dumbbells. For some reason I get a nice stretch in my lower back as well as my shoulders. And I'm just using a light band for this exercise, and I'll go for about 20-25 repetitions. It's a really good stretch and really good, for me, I think it's a good exercise to do after doing the lower body exercises that I just demonstrated. So come along with me. All right, woo. I got 35 repetitions. Really good stretch. I felt that stretch in not just my shoulders and traps, but also my back, upper back, lower back. For some reason, when I do this exercise on the bands, it kind of stretches the lower back as well for some reason. It's probably because the tension's coming from your feet all the way up to your back and your spine and all that. It feels really good to do the shrug on the power band. You don't have to go that heavy either. Really good exercise. Remember, if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to Travel with Buddy. Remember to keep training. Give these power bands a shot. Also remember to take those walks. All right, everybody. Peace out.